down.
Yeah, you put it in the furnace room.
What would that cost us? I wonder.
I know. By chance, was just looking at them the other day. They're like $900.
No shit.
The one I saw. You'd probably get a cheaper one. I don't think we need it.
No. I was just thinking about that the other day because I was like,
yeah, it sucks. I don't like hard wire. But it doesn't make a lot of sense if I'm just renting the place myself.
yeah, right. No kid. Did they give you that opportunity? Did they tell you that or something? Or?
I asked Dawn a long time ago, and she said, "Yeah, you can buy yourself a water softener if you want."
So most apartments don't have soft water, huh?
No.
Or town out or rental.
No landlord's gonna pay that. That's why that roof is all fucking red.
On our for the good guys.
1102.
2 from 14.
Yeah.
Scoring for the Raiders. Number 2, Lily Jindra. Assistant number 14, Evelyn Amundsen. Jindra from Amundsen on your Raider goal at 11:02 in the third period. not your responsibility. I mean, I can't get that mad at you. So they each had 23 saves, huh? I mean, 23 shots.
18 saves.
23 shots for Torgensen, 19 saves, 4 goals. And for them, 18 saves and 5 goals. Right?
Drop it. No faith.
What time is this supposed to start? 7:30?
That is 7:15. Usually it's like 7:15. What are you doing tomorrow?
Nothing big, I don't think. I think we're gonna go see Channing down in Meter in Rochester, maybe. What about you?
No, I gotta be here tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Is it in the morning?
No. Not 5 o'clock in the morning.
No, not 5. I don't.
No.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that time. Turn some music on, boys and girls.
Is the camera on us?
And welcome to the Northfield Ice Arena for this big matchup of the Northfield Raiders and the Crookston Pirates. Raiders coming into this one undefeated, 15-0, 7-0 in the Big 9 Conference. The only undefeated team remaining in the state of Minnesota are your Northfield Raiders. So incredible accomplishment so far in these first 15 games for these Northfield Raiders. They are ranked 6th in Class AA in the state of Minnesota. They'll be going against the Crookston Pirates, who are 11-4-1. So far this season. They've played some tough opponents. They're in a good conference against teams like Warroad, Thief River Falls, Roseau. They've had some tough games. They've beat Warroad once and lost to them as well. Warroad is perennially an incredibly good team, both the boys and the girls. Crookston, they are ranked 8th in Class A, and they are 4th in their conference of Greater Minnesota. They've had a very long drive to come down here, 5 hours from northwest Minnesota. Yeah. They do a lot of playing up with North Dakota because they're only 30 minutes from Grand Forks. So they play a lot of those teams. But it'll be a really good game. We don't know much about Crookston, but we certainly know a lot about the Raiders and how incredible they have been so far this season. Cullen, what have you seen so far?
I mean, it looks like both girls came out with a lot of pep in their step. I think it's going to be a competitive game, but I'm excited to see what Puppy can do because she's a candidate for the Miss Hockey, and if all things go well, who knows?
Absolutely. I mean, 4.7 points per game is an absolutely incredible
4.27.
Okay, yeah. But still, being over 4 points per game is incredible. She scored 5 goals in our last game against Farmington. 15-0. Undefeated, and this is a matchup that was kind of circled on their schedule because this is a good team. They play a lot of tough opponents, and they have a fire to beat this only undefeated team. And for the Raiders, they are looking forward until next week on Tuesday. They will play Benilde St. Margaret, who is the number 4 ranked team in Class AA. Probably their toughest matchup of this season, and as some have noted, if they can win that game, they have a good chance to win out and finish undefeated. Of course, every game is a chance to lose, so don't want to get too comfortable. But yeah, we are about 3.5 minutes from puck drop, I do believe.
After the Zamboni.
After the Zamboni. So we will have about 10-15 minutes until puck drop. We'll be back in a few for our starting lineups and such, and more coverage before tonight's matchup of Northfield and Crookston. You're watching Northfield Girls Hockey on NorthfieldLive.com.
Good job.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
KYMN Radio 95.1 has been serving the Northfield area since 1968, delivering local news, weather, and sports every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Whether it's 95.1 FM, AM 1080, or online at kymnradio.net, we'll keep you up to date with the latest happenings and events in Northfield and the surrounding area. And be sure to follow us on social media too. KYMN 95.1, we're all things Northfield.
Starting the home building process is challenging and it can be overwhelming at times. That's why Schmidt Homes has a plethora of 1 to 2 story floor plans to help you get started. Their vast options feature a wide range of square footage, design styles, bedroom, and bathroom count. Their dedicated team will work with you every step of the way to turn your dream home into a reality. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
What if you could choose to make a positive difference in the lives of others just by where you choose to bank? When you bank with Hometown Credit Union, you are participating in a not-for-profit cooperative. We proudly reinvest into our communities through free financial education to people of all ages. We believe people can make better money decisions when equipped with the financial knowledge they need. Learn more about how you can join Hometown to make a difference and support our financial education outreach at www.hometowncu.coop.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena for the matchup of the Northfield Raiders and the Crookston Pirates. We caught up with head coach Emily Meyer of the Crookston Pirates on her thoughts before tonight's matchup. Emily Meyer of the Crookston Pirates. We are here with head coach Emily Meyer of the Crookston girls hockey team. Coach, just started a new year. How do you feel about the way the season has gone so far this year?
I mean, we've definitely seen a lot of new competition that we haven't seen before, making a more competitive schedule for the Pirates and coming into this new year and how we've done in 2023. I mean, we're just kind of building that confidence and using that coming into the next couple weeks of games.
Awesome, yeah. Coming off a tough loss versus Warroad, what are you going to focus on? Again, another tough opponent here with Northfield.
You know, we don't know much about them besides Ayla Puppy. So we definitely know that we have to contain her and making sure that if she's contained, then we can keep them at bay and making sure that we kind of capitalize on the opportunities that we have and playing defensively sound in our end. And if we can do that, then I think it'll be a good competition out there tonight.
Awesome. Who are some playmakers we can look for on your side?
I mean, Campbell Friggy in net is a huge key to a lot of the Pirates' success this season, and she really comes up big in the big games that we've had, and she loves the competitive ones. So making sure that when Campbell can see that puck from points and just any kind of clear shot, she's going to make that save, and making sure that some of our top scorers out there like Jocelyn Field and getting her sister Taylor and Reese Swanson out there, just kind of, we have a lot of depth in our roster, so it's hard to just pick kind of one kid that goes out there because it's all kind of spread out on who has points this season. So I think just it's anyone's game, and making sure that those top kids just really step up and hopefully put a couple in the net.
Awesome. Thank you. Good luck, Coach.
Yes, thank you.
Tonight's Visiting Coaches interview is brought to you by Hometown Credit Union. Serving 26 counties in southern Minnesota, they have 2 locations in Owatonna, 1 in Faribault, and 1 location in Northfield. We'll be back in 15 seconds for the Home Coaches interview. In 15 seconds from Paige Haley of the Northfield Raiders.
Andy Olson, Community Resource Bank is a pillar in the local community, providing banking, lending, and investment services. Our team continues to be a financial resource to families and businesses. With decades of trusted experience, our team is committed to your financial needs. We're here to work together with you on any project, big or small. Our success comes from our dedicated, knowledgeable, and professional employees. Stop by one of our 2 Northfield locations to see a smiling and familiar face. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouth guard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. You just caught up with Crookston head coach Haley Meyer, and now we will catch up with Northfield head coach Paige Haley. Tonight's coaches' interviews were brought to us by Hometown Credit Union, a not-for-profit cooperative owned by its members. Here is Coach Paige Haley of the Northfield Raiders.
I am here with Paige Haley, Raider girls hockey head coach, and we're getting ready for tonight's game versus Crookston. But first of all, Coach, you, over the Christmas holiday chaos, you played 3 games. Played East Ridge, beat them 5-0, and then you played Simley and a possible future section opponent, Farmington. Do you want to break down the Simley and Farmington games?
Simley, they gave us a tough battle. You could tell that they kind of put everything that they had into trying to beat us, and they were, there were a few moments during that game where I was pretty nervous, because the way that they were playing, like they really could have turned things around, but it was a good test for us. They beat Orono earlier in the year, so we definitely knew going into it that it wasn't necessarily a guaranteed victory, that they were going to give us a good game. So it was nice to have heavy competition for that second game. And going into the next day, we played Farmington, and they're in our section. So hopefully us beating them, we beat them 5-2. Hopefully us beating them will kind of put us in a good position going into section seeding. I would think that we're pretty good to get the 1 seed. That's what we're hoping for. Just, we were talking about it with the girls, and your path to being able to get to a section final when you're the 1 seed is a little easier than if you were the 2 seed, just based off of who you have to play in those section semi games. So, we'll see how that goes. Obviously, it's not a guaranteed, but us getting the win against them was a very positive thing for us moving forward.
Yeah, it sounded like there was that Simley game was pretty scrappy, and Farmington is good, so it's got to feel good. Now you've, with the holidays, I know that can throw everything off whack a little bit. Practice, how's that been going? What were you able to do?
We had a great week. This week, I gave the girls New Year's Day off. After having that tournament, 3 games in a row is a lot, and they don't do that during the year at any other point. That's the only time they do that is during that holiday tournament when they don't have school. So we gave them New Year's Day off, and then we had 3 practices. We were able to do a video session yesterday. So we pulled up the Farmington game. I went through penalty kill, power play, and then we looked at goals against, which is my favorite, to look at the breakdown of, they let in 2 goals and where was the breakdown and how did we let that happen. So we were able to do that. And, yesterday during practice, they came out buzzing. They're ready to go. They're ready to have a game. After 3 days of practice and kind of a little bit of a break, they're ready to go.
So tonight you have Crookston coming all the way down here. It's 1:00 right now. They've probably already left.
Oh, they've been on the bus for a while now.
Yeah. So they're a good team. They're ranked in Class A. What do you expect out of Crookston today?
I do expect a very good game. Last year, we went up there and lost. And that was another thing I got to bring up at video. I like to remind the girls when the previous year didn't go so well, just to give them a little flame under their bums. What I know is that Crookston is probably their 1 or 2 seed in their section. They've played War Road 3 times and have beat them twice. So, coming from what I remember last year and how good they were last year, and then kind of hearing how they're doing this year, I expect it to be a very, very good game, very competitive, not taking a win for granted at all. Hopefully we can come out that way. I think that would, we would feel like we did what we wanted to do. But, it's just kind of when you get to play a team that's a non-conference, non-section team that's from the north,
yeah,
it can give you a different game. They're pretty physical. They're heavy. So it'll be interesting to see, what kind of game we have tonight.
I'm looking forward to it. Thanks so much, and we'll see you tonight.
Thank you.
Hometown Credit Union is proud to call Northfield and Dundas home. We offer a variety of loan options, checking, savings, and credit card accounts with a focus on financial wellness and member advocacy. You belong at Hometown Credit Union. Learn more at hometowncu.coop.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. We are just 6.5 minutes away from puck drop before tonight's matchup between Northfield and Crookston. We just touched with the head coaches of these two competing teams tonight, Haley Meyer and Paige Haley. Paige Haley just touched on this and how that Northfield went up to Crookston and lost last year. And this is not too different of a team for the Raiders, at least, from last year. So it'll be interesting to see. We know this is a good team. This is a out of section, out of conference team. Way up north, and they play a little bit different hockey as Coach Haley touched on. So it'll be a fun game to see. We don't know much about them, and they don't know much about us. So it'll just be pure hockey going off. Cullen, in your career, playing hockey, does knowing the team make a big difference in how you play them?
I think that it does, because I don't know, certain personality types, as I'm sure many of the girls are, get very aggressive, and once you lose, you don't want to get that same feeling again. So it makes you push that extra couple percent that makes a big difference.
Totally, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, have the boys ever played Crookston?
I've never played them in high school, I believe,
okay.
or in association. So this is going to be my first time watching them play, to be honest.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, for the girls, we just touched on this, but the new team, it's the fire in the belly to make sure they don't lose 2 years in a row, and especially with that undefeated record behind you, you do not want to be giving up. You don't want to be the top dogs, as everyone does.
They're in a position to do great finish the season off in a great way. So this is a big game for them.
Yeah, it's big, and then next Tuesday as well, big stretch of 2 games against Benilde St. Margaret, the number 4 team in the state. We'll be playing them here at the Northfield Ice Arena next Tuesday. So we are just 4.5 minutes away from puck drop. We'll be back in just a few for our national anthem and our starting lineups. You are watching Northfield Girls Hockey on NorthfieldLive.com.
Andy Olson, Community Resource Bank is a pillar in the local community, providing banking, lending, and investment services. Our team continues to be a financial resource to families and businesses. With decades of trusted experience, our team is committed to your financial needs. We're here to work together with you on any project, big or small. Our success comes from our dedicated, knowledgeable, and professional employees. Stop by one of our 2 Northfield locations to see a smiling and familiar face. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouth guard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Don't let dry eye symptoms continue to get in the way of enjoying what your world has to offer. Although dry eye can be hard to treat and difficult to manage with over-the-counter eye drops, you're not out of options. River Valley Eye Professionals is very pleased to offer the OptiLight Intense Pulse Light Treatment, the first and only FDA-approved light-based treatment for dry eye. We're the only facility in the area with this technology and expertise to perform this amazing treatment. Find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena as the Crookston Pirates are taking the ice as they are visiting this Northfield Raiders squad. And a good one this will be here on this Friday night in Northfield, Minnesota, as the home team Raiders take the ice. With their 15-0 record behind them, they are defending that in a big couple of games for them coming up. As we will get the starting lineups in just a few as each team does their rounds and lining up. Yeah. As we are getting the flag girls down on the ice. Crookston, Northfield, starting lineups. Coming right up.
Number 18, Ali Vignes. At the other defensive position, number 6, Reese Swanson. At left wing for the Pirates, number 3, Record Gould. At right wing, number 13,
right wing, number 13, Brinley Coleman. We apologize for the technical difficulties. The captain, number 2, Jocelyn Field. Usually have the PA hooked up, but technical difficulties, so we apologize for that. Starting lineup for your Northfield Raiders, the sophomore, number 21, Mia Miller. The other defensive position, the senior captain, number 11, Grace McCoshen. At wing, the senior captain, number 3, Izzy Steffes. The other wing, the senior captain, number 13, Emerson Garley. And the center, the senior captain, number 9, Ayla Puppy. Those are starters for Northfield Raiders, head coached by Paige Haley. And then, of course, the goalie, number 31, Macy Mueller. The Raiders, the Pirates, taking their last words with each other in front of their respective nets. As we have a good one here on this Friday night. Couple stats for your Northfield Raiders. They are coming in with 7.1 goals per game, an incredible pace, giving up 1.3 goals per game to the opponent, converting an incredible 35% on the power play. Over 1 out of 3 power plays they are converting on that. For the Crookston Pirates, just under 3 goals per game and giving up only 1.5 goals per game. Crookston coming off a tough 4-3 loss to the Morrow team that they face very frequently. Northfield coming off 3 consecutive wins at the Schmitz Holiday Classic, finishing off with the one against the section opponent Farmington. Here we are, puck drop. Northfield, Crookston. Here we go.
Puck drop is won by Crookston. Looks like number 2 captain, forgot her name already. What's that? Puck is bounced around in the neutral zone. Puppy gains control, brings it back into the D zone. Loops behind the net, looking to get some speed. She makes her go. Good move for the first play. Over the blue line with a quick shot. Good save by Crookston. They have a pretty solid goalie in the net.
Yeah, Campbell Friggy, this is someone that head coach Meyer touched on. So there's a good breakup by Northfield in the D zone. Yeah, deflecting that shot off the stick of Ayla Puppy.
Puck is shot all the way down into the Northfield D zone. There's no icing, so Northfield has some time to bring it back out. McCaution holds the puck, slows the play down. Pass off the boards, goes up to the right wing. Crookston gets in the neutral zone. A little bit of a 3-on-2 here. Goes for the shot, just above the net. There'll be no shot on net. He's gained possession in the offensive zone again. Crookston has at the point. Move into the slot with a shot. Once again over the net. Northfield attempts to chip it off the sideboards here, but it'll come back into their D zone. Looking for a chip high off the glass. Puck bounces down into the Crookston defensive zone. Crookston has the puck down by the goal line. Goes for the pass. Misses, but it bounces into the neutral zone. Back to Crookston. Crookston with a nice move towards the slot, but is shut down by Northfield. Crookston loses it, but he gets pushed back in the D zone. Northfield now has it in the neutral zone. Puppy gains some speed and wheels. Nice little chip play. Goes around the first defender. Ends up behind the goal line. A little drop pass, and then a pass in front, which is missed, which brings the play back into the neutral zone. Pass up to Puppy. Still in the neutral zone. Little bit of some friction. Goes to Crookston. Crookston with their first shot on net. Saved by Mueller. Wow.
A little bit of a collision out in front of the net, but yeah, great stop by Mueller. That shot upright in the glove area, able to cover that one up. The net gets knocked off. So we will have a face-off with just under 2 minutes into this one. 0-0 Raiders and Pirates on your Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Looks like the puck drop is won by Northfield. Not too clean as they are now battling for the puck in the corner. Comes up to the Crookston half wall. They have possession. Try to ring it around the boards. Ends up going to the Northfield defense behind the net, who chips it up the boards, which ends up back in the corner. Crookston makes a pass to the front, gets intercepted. Still fighting in the corner. Northfield pushes it back behind the net, down to Puppy. Puppy with some speed starts to wheel. Splits 2 defensemen, almost loses it. Looks like Crookston manages to shut her down this time, giving them a quick fast break. Good pass, a little bit in the feet though. Means that Crookston's forced to dump into the neutral zone, so Northfield has possession. The puck. Mailer pushes it up into the neutral zone. Crookston uses their speed to gain possession. As they make a fast rush, looks like a 1-on-3 for the 8th grader. Oh! Nice move, gives them a great opportunity, just couldn't quite finish. Northfield has possession in their own slot as they wheel, looking to make a pass. Crookston's much faster than some of the teams they've played. They're putting a good, pretty defensive effort up here. Miller has the puck down in the corner, passes it up to the half wall. Looks like Crookston will get possession. Try to pass it back down, but not making much headway. Crookston has possession up kind of by the blue line and pushes it down to the defense. Northfield gets it, goes for the chip off the boards, loses it, and the puck gets pushed all the way back into their defensive zone. Northfield defense with a nice move, and then a pass is intercepted by Crookston. Crookston moves in with a little soft backhander, which ends up on net. Gets there on rebound and contains possession. Crookston down in the corner. Tries to make a pass to net. Puck goes to Northfield. Northfield finally in the neutral zone. Dumps it in. That'll be no icing. Northfield will attempt to forecheck this. Goalie will sweep it up along the boards. Looks like Northfield gets possession. Passes it down behind the goal line. Northfield once again wraps it around the boards. Pass up to the point. Wraps it around the boards once again. Down to Northfield behind the goal line. Garley loses it to Crookston. Crookston tries to chip it out. Northfield had possession, loses it. Little fight in the neutral zone, and they'll have to dump it back in and get a change.
Full line change for the Raiders. The Crookston Pirates giving the Raiders a good fight here early in this one.
Oh, yeah. I was not expecting this. Puck with a missed pass ends up all the way behind the goal line for Crookston. They lose possession. Northfield now has it down behind the goal. Looks like a fight in the corner. Northfield comes out on top. Looks for a pass to the point, but gets stopped by Crookston's defense. Crookston has possession, tries to chip it up the boards. Northfield gets it. The shot on net. Ooh, looks like puck might have hit the ref there. I can't feel good. Crookston goes for a long pass, ends up icing it.
That will be an icing.
Crookston's putting up a fight.
They sure are. We're just over 4 minutes into this one, and this looks to be a very good team. And
totally.
No surprise that they beat the Raiders last year. This is a good team, and this will be a fun one to watch. All the way down to the last whistle.
Crone wins the faceoff and passes it back to the point. Miller makes a move down towards the slot, goes for the shot, but he gets blocked. Looks like puck goes out of play, so this will be another whistle down at the far end of their offensive zone for Northfield. Looking at the stats, I expected Crookston to be more of a defense-first game, but they've had some good opportunities.
Yeah, they have the shots on goal edge so far, 3-2. This faceoff will be won by the Raiders, as Crookston will try to fight for it back into the neutral zone. As Raiders, this is Paulson. This is Miller dropping it off. In the offensive zone as Crookston will break that one up. They give it back to Langford. That will sneak right behind the net. And that will be a whistle.
Looks like net's off. Oh, maybe not.
If that.
Yeah,
just barely. So we'll have a full line change, some fresh legs on the ice as the top line for the Raiders will come on ahead of this face-off. It'll be Puppy and the 8th grader Field, who is the points leader on this Crookston team.
What a matchup. Puppy tries to go in between the legs of Field. Looks like they managed to come out with possession. Passes up to the point. Point tries to pass it back down. Puck hops over one of the Crookston. Nice move. Shot on net. Rebound. Looks like that'll be stopped by the Crookston goalie.
What a great couple stops by the goalie, Campbell Friggy, who is someone that head coach Meyer of the Crookston Pirates touched on, and that this is a big reason for the Pirates' success. She's been a great force in that goalie position, and we saw that with a great couple stops. This will be pushed behind the net, controlled by the Raiders. We'll try to push it back out, but this one will be controlled by Crookston, pushing it up across the far boards into the neutral zone. Pushed up off a skate. McCaution will bring that up.
Tries the reverse play to Miller. Miller gets into a little bit of trouble, loses it to Crookston. Tries to make a move, goes up to Puppy in the neutral zone, uses her speed, attempts to split the D. Doesn't look like it'll work out, and Crookston's will get a penalty here. Looks like one of them attempted to cross-check Ella cross-check Puppy as she skated by.
Yeah, there's not many times you see Puppy go to the ice, and when it is, it's usually for a penalty.
Yeah.
So Raiders will go on the power play early in this one, where they are a scorching 35% conversion rate on these power plays. We'll see if they can do this here. Pocker will take the face-off for the Raiders. Bit of a scrum for it, and that'll be controlled by Crookston.
Crookston wheels. makes a move on the penalty kill, and then a nice pass. Pretty aggressive for the penalty kill. Goes down and looks for a shot. That'll go high over the crossbar. Northfield gets the puck, but loses it back to Crookstone. It's a 1-on-4 in the O zone for them. Drop pass, brings it back into the neutral zone, and they'll dump it. This gives Northfield time to set up for their power play 1. Uh-oh. Little bit of a forecheck for Crookston, but Northfield comes out on top. Puppy, deep in the defensive zone, once again uses her speed. Speeds through neutral zone. Tries to go wide. Looking to just control the puck, maybe set up a play or two. She'll settle up at the point, make a pass down to Garley. Garley has it down in the corner. Nice little cutback, passes it down below the goal line. Attempted pass towards the slot is stopped, and Crookston will clear the puck once more.
Just under a minute left to go in this power play that the Raiders have.
Ooh, attempted move, poked away by Crookston, but Ella, Puppy speeds through the neutral zone once again. Looks like same thing, goes around wide, but this time goes to the net with that shot. That is Ayla Puppy on the power play.
Ayla Puppy doing what she does best, using that speed straight down the ice and putting it top bids for the power play goal. For her, that is your 38th goal of this early season so far, and her state-leading 65th point. Ayla Puppy unassisted on the power play. Raiders up 1-0 on our Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Crookston will win this face-off as they attempt to go in the neutral zone, dump it in, down to Mueller. Miller has it. Makes a nice cutback, looking to get some space, goes D to D. They push it up the boards to the right wing. Looks like Crookston will control at the point, make a play down to the half wall. Attempted shot gets blocked by one of the Northfield D. Crookston now has possession, passes it back to the point. Looks for a slap shot, hits some traffic in the front and hits the net. That'll be a puck out of play.
That was an unfortunate penalty for the Pirates to give up, because if there's one thing you do not want to do is to give the Raiders the power play. They are so good when they have that advantage, and they showed it there.
With Crookston once again wins the face-off. Up at the point with the shot, goes wide. Yeah, Northfield can't give them any opportunity, and Crookston had a lot of momentum in the first couple minutes. Kind of lost it with the power play. Northfield ices the puck. Oh, ends up on net. Crookston will cover that. Friggy.
Yeah, Campbell Friggy doing a great job in net so far. Not much you can do when you're facing the favorite for Miss Hockey one-on-one. So here the Raiders will go on the faceoff. It'll be Taylor Crone to take it for the Raiders.
Looks like Crookston. Go ahead.
Crookston will control it on these near boards, as here goes Logan Brecken. Still on those near boards, a fight for it. You have a couple players on the ice. Will finally controlled by Crookston. They'll try to push it out. It'll be a shot. It'll go wide. Still fighting for it on those far boards. They'll be taken out by the Raiders and Paulson, but then controlled by Crookston.
All except for the power play, Crookston has had the majority time on attack.
There's another shot. Will go a little wide. Crookston having a lot of time in this offensive zone.
Oh, yeah.
They can't seem to get any clear shots going, but they are controlling this puck very, very well. As here goes Vignes on these near boards. The Raiders doing
Looks like Northfield has drawn a penalty.
Yeah, so the Raiders will go back on the power play.
No,
it'll be Crookston on the power play.
Looks like McCaution in the box, 2 minutes. Can't tell for what. Didn't see the ref sign. Looked like someone went down in the corner.
So Crookston on the power play.
Here we go. Time to answer back.
To even this one up.
Northfield clears it right away. Good play by Miller. Good face-off by, that would be Puppy. Pretty aggressive forecheck, Garley. Here they go. Pass, a little bit fluttery, but Crookston's able to keep control of it. Another pass all the way down to the side. Crookston will bring this into the offensive zone corner. Attempting to control it, passes up to the half wall. Up. Crookston still has possession up at the point. Pass all the way to the far side. Goes with a shot. Good block shot by Northfield. Puppy gets possession. Holds it down behind the goal line. Now the question is, there she goes. She starts to skate on the penalty kill. Another nice move. Makes this a 1-on-3. Using her speed, trying to get wide outside of the circles. Cuts back. Holds it in the corner. Good play. Trying to kill some time. It's a solid 1-on-2 right here. Crookston eventually will come out on top. Cross ice pass to the far side. Crookston passes down to the neutral zone center ice as they hold it, slowing down play a little bit. Crookston down to the half wall, passes it up to the point. Point fakes a shot and then goes for it. One off two players. That'll be a good save by Mueller.
Yeah, that was a good save off the deflection. So 45 seconds left in this power play. It was caution 2 minutes for checking.
Okay,
down on that, which is something you cannot do in girls hockey. Something you can't do in boys hockey. That is a bit of a hot topic. A lot of the girls want to be able to check in these games, but not yet allowed, as this faceoff will be won by Crookston.
Crookston up at the point, passes it down to the close half wall. Makes a pass down in the corner. Looks like Northfield up. Crookston gains possession. Looks for the shot. Good block. Northfield's pretty solid on the penalty kill. Pass in the neutral zone. But this will bounce back into the O zone as Crookston will have possession. Down in the neutral zone. Looks for a pass. Manages to go through to the 8th grader. Field. There we go. Crookston still with possession on the blue line. Looks for a shot. This one makes it through. Good screen shot, but Mueller is there. Those kind of shots that you just got to hope that you're in the right position. You can't see it. Crookston, that is the end of their power play. They had a lot of time in attack, but no goals. Goes for the wraparound. That'll be saved by Mueller.
Yeah, great save by Mueller on that shot with those screened shots. As you said, you can't see the puck at all, so you just got to hope you're in the right position. That one went off the pad. He got cleared. Great penalty kill by the Raiders. They've done a good job on that all season. 86% penalty kill. So back at even strength. 5:13 left to go in this first quarter. Raiders up 1-0 on a Heritage Bank scoreboard. Crookston wins this face-off. They try to push it in.
There we go.
Point. Good interception.
Garley with a nice stick. In the neutral zone as they dump it down. Manages to get back to Northfield. Northfield briefly. There we go. Goes for the shot, but the puck is deflected up to the net by Friggy. That's their... Well, I guess that wasn't even a shot on net. That's their first little bit of offense in this past 5 minutes.
Yeah, apart from that power play, the Crookston Pirates certainly have had the majority of the time in the offensive zone. So if you keep that up, they will put one in the back of the net. Got to tighten up a bit if you're the Raiders.
Ooh, looks like Puppy took a spill, but refs deemed that no penalty. Crookston has possession on a 1-on-2. Tries to chip it in. There we go. Cuts the slot. Goes for the shot, but that's shut down by Northfield. They will remain in possession, however. Cuts to the slot again. Real far to the right this time. Crookston's had a lot of time in attack, but one too many missed shots for a goal here. Crookston pushes it down in the corner. Still with possession. It's like a scrum in the corner. Up on the half wall. Northfield has possession. Garley with a nice chip, which will bring it back to the Crookston defense. They have speed in the neutral zone. Managed to get into the O zone, but without numbers. Crookston just trying to control it, wait for some support. Ends up losing it to Northfield. Puppy through the neutral zone. A little chip play, uses their speed to get behind the D. A little bit of physicality in the corner. Ooh. Keeps at it. Crookston, nice spin move to get out of there. Stops behind the net with a little nifty toe drag. Goes for another move. Good stick by Miller. Stops the play. Northfield has possession in the neutral zone, but then loses it back to Crookston. Using their speed, they try to cut to the slot with a shot. Gets blocked. Ends up in the corner. Miller tries to get the puck out. Looks like that'll be stopped at the half wall. Miller has the puck again, looking for a pass. Holds the puck. Good patience here. waiting for the right opportunity. Goes for a move, loses it to Crookston. They're in the slot with a shot that goes wide once again. That was a great opportunity. Puck is now in the offensive zone. Pockert has it in the corner. Some more pretty physical plays going on. Northfield has the puck behind the goal line, loses it to Crookston. Crookston. Field has the puck down in the corner, and Crookston will wheel behind their goal line, pass up to the left forward, then make a centering pass to the center, loses it to Northfield. Northfield has a 2-on-2 here, wheels around the net, tries to push it in front, no one was there. Crookston will have possession. Northfield fights for it in the corner. Crookston comes out on top, pass to the right wing, which sends it to the center, goes a little bit wide and ends up in Puppy's hands. Puppy cuts back to the blue line, makes the pass all the way down to Pockert. Pockert with a shot. Good glove save here by Friggy.
A good opportunity there for the Raiders, finally getting a little bit more offensive time. But the Crookston Pirates, while they are in the deficit right now, down 1-0, certainly putting up a very, very good fight on these undefeated Raiders. Taylor Crone will take the face-off.
I know exactly what the coach is going to say to them at the end of this period.
Which is?
You're not going to score unless you hit the net.
That's
for Crookston, of course.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Otherwise, they've put up a great battle so far. Northfield has possession in the neutral zone. Tries to push it through. They end up just having to dump it. Friggy goes behind the net to stop it. Crookston defense passes up to the forward, who loses on the half wall. Crookston has possession as they move to the neutral zone up on the right side. Looks like they're trying to split the D. Goes with a nice little move. Shot misses the net. Might have been blocked by the Northfield defense. Northfield has possession as they move up. Past the blue line into neutral zone. Intercepted by Crookston, who moves it back into the O zone. Good poke check by Northfield. Northfield has possession. Tries to chip it through, but Crookston will not have possession. Nice little drop pass. Crookston on a 2-on-1. Nice pass across. Bobbles the pass a little bit. Shot. Great block by McCaution. Defense there. End of the play. Northfield has possession down in the O zone. Passes it down to Miller in the corner. Miller makes a cutback. Move towards the middle. Uses her speed. Looks like Puppy will get possession. May have been tripped there, but I do not see a call. Crookston has it in the neutral zone. Trying to use their speed. Pass down to the left wing. Nice cut towards the center. In the slot. The shot kind of got blocked there, but makes it to the net. Good save by Mueller. Northfield has... Ooh. Sort of a little check down there, but no biggie. Puppy passes it down to the Northfield defense. Makes a nice move. Miller with some speed in the neutral zone. Goes wide 1-on-2. Couple seconds left. Another nice move. Tries to shoot it towards the net. Crookston is able to block that. This will be icing.
8.9 left to go in this first period. And yeah, Northfield trying to get a little something going, but Crookston stayed strong on defense. So just with under 10 seconds left to go, Raiders will try to get something off quick. Maybe something out in front. Try to get something to deflect in, as you don't have much time to get something going here. Face off, fought for and controlled by Crookston, who have a 1-on-1. Here goes the plant.
Good block by McCaution.
And so that will be the end of the first period. Raiders up 1-0 on our Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's a good one here, folks.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be back in a couple minutes for our thoughts on that first period. You are watching Raider Hockey on NorthfieldLive.com.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Hyatt. Hi, this is Beth Hyatt. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Hyatt will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Drive your student to the games and get paid. Many of us would love an extra flexible way to earn money. Benjamin Bus has many driving positions available, including vans that won't require a CDL, small and regular sized school buses. These positions offer flexible hours, days off when kids are out of school. You can even bring your kids to work with you and get paid to watch their games. Benjamin Bus offers on-site training and testing, along with wages up to $24 an hour. No experience is necessary. Stop by Benjamin Bus on Highway 3 in Northfield and we'll be happy to answer any questions.
Valley Auto House has been offering automotive repair services to Northfield and the surrounding areas since 1926. We carry the most trusted tire brands in the industry, like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Fusion. Our tires are competitively priced so that our local, loyal, and new customers, along with our fleet accounts, can be confident in their purchases. Located on Highway 3 South in Northfield, open from 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Or find us online at valleyautohouse.net.
We know that there is more to a home than the building. There is care and detail in every last nook and cranny of what you call home. That's why Schmidt Homes is the only call you'll ever have to make. Their in-house designer will work with you to get everything the way you want it. Their highly skilled craftsmen and quality materials will ensure the best possible value for your home. When you're ready to start building your home, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Get started building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
Making decisions can be hard. Whether you're picking out home design details, choosing a college, or planning a wedding, you put a lot of thought into life's big events. But paying for it all is easy with a home equity line of credit from Hometown Credit Union. Rates are always affordable, and you can quickly apply online at hometowncu.coop. Make the decision easy with a Hometown Credit Union HELOC. Equal housing lender.
We're going over here, that's right. Yeah.
Riveting game going on right now.
Are we on? Oh, okay. Well, welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. We are currently in the midst of the little kids hockey game, which you are, I think, have seen a little bit of. Excited for the future of Northfield hockey.
A lot of skill down there.
A lot of skill.
Yeah.
A lot of skill.
Yeah, I think I see Paige eyeing out some prospects down in the stands.
Dude, there's some scouts already for the U that are looking to see some early skill.
Yeah.
Some of them already scored on Macy, so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you're scoring on the goalie of the undefeated team of the state, you've got a good future.
I kind of thought Crookston was giving Mueller a run for money, but I don't know about that.
Well, the Raiders up to a 1-0 lead on our Heritage Bank scoreboard after the first period, scoring on a power play goal by Ayla Puppy unassisted. For her, that is her 38th goal and 65th point so far of this hockey season, leading the state in points, and the favorite for Miss Hockey so far. So really exciting to see for her, and of course this entire hockey team. But the Crookston Pirates putting up a very, very good fight so far in this one. The majority of the offensive time, I think we would say, but
sure.
having trouble putting pucks on goal. But yeah, the Raider defense is going to have to patch up those holes and get more time on the offense, because that's when we know they can do some damage. As you've seen, they've been able to put up to 21 goals in one game. So I mean, of course, you're not going to do that against Crookston, but very exciting game so far, and we'll have 2 more great periods. Olivia, Cullen, what'd you guys see?
I thought it was a really good power. I think it's going to have to be a power play type of game.
Yeah, you're good.
Go for it, yeah.
Okay, sorry. I think it's really going to be a power play-based game. They're going to have to take those short-handed opportunities, both Crookston and Northfield, because of how strong both teams' defense and how fast the offense has been. I think it's been one of the fastest teams we've seen matched up against the Raiders so far this season, in my opinion, for sure.
Northfield as a team has a lot of speed, so they're really used to scoring all their goals off fast breaks, like having Puppy like she did. She's kind of the only ones who can still skate as she used to. I feel like this team has to adjust and get some in-zone time instead of just scoring on fast breaks.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to steer away from the breakaway and start setting up more plays in the O-zone, because it's been primarily based in our defense. We've been having to play defense. A lot of our main offensive players have had to kind of take the role as a defenseman for this game, just because of how quick and strong Crookston is.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think if you're a Crookston, you got to be careful not to give the Raiders any more power plays, because those breakaways can be really dangerous when you have the lesser advantage on the ice. So for both teams, honestly, because when Crookston had that power play, they were getting some more offensive time as well. So it'll be exciting to see what will be coming up in the second and third periods. Any other thoughts before we go back to break?
I think they're just going to have to keep it really clean both sides, because those opportunities is what's going to make or break this game, I think.
Yeah, I think I feel like Crookston a couple times may have tripped up 1 or 2 Northfield players, so they just got to be careful with that, because the first power play is the reason why they're down. Personally, I think Crookston outplayed Northfield this period, especially if they would have hit the net a couple more times. So
I agree. Macy has been on her game, and they're...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, both goalies, Friggy and Mueller, have been on their game. So it'll be very exciting to see on both sides, but a good matchup for Northfield.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the next couple periods.
It's been an exciting game.
Absolutely. We'll be back in several minutes, just before the second period. You are watching Raider Girls Hockey on NorthfieldLive.com.
Borrowing money is a big deal, and Community Resource Bank is ready to help. When you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending accounts. Community Resource Bank, let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Hi, this is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Professional Dental Group has delivered the same exceptional care for over 35 years. Whether you are scheduling for a general visit or an emergency appointment, we are excited to see your smile. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. John Nowak, and Dr. Tyler Yonke, go Raiders.
Getting glasses that fit right and look good doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we work with you to provide you with great-looking frames and the best corrective lens options available within a cost range you're comfortable with. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will make sure your glasses fulfill your unique needs every time. We don't just sell glasses, we shape them to you and your lifestyle. Find out how we can help you see more clearly at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
As the year comes to a close, we begin to reflect on all we've done throughout the year, and we're looking forward to all this new year has to bring. At Northfield Retirement Community, we are proud of the work we've done supporting our residents, staff, family, and friends throughout the year. We'd like to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous new year. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
Thinking of buying or selling your home? Don't go at it alone. Did you know there are nearly over 200 steps to the real estate process? 200 things to consider, be aware of, 200 things that could impede your ability to buy or sell or compromise the actual closing day. Alas, have no fear. You can contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group anytime to answer all of your real estate questions. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
Champion Sports has the best selection of merch for kids and adults alike, with Carlton, St. Olaf, and Raider hats, hoodies, and letter jackets. Champion Sports has it all. Champion Sports even offers custom printing for sports teams and businesses. Champion Sports has a good selection of sporting goods for hockey, baseball, swimming, lacrosse, and pickleball. Champion Sports has great shoe brands like Brooks and Adidas to give you that competitive edge. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram to know when the latest gear is in stock. Gear up like a champion at Champion Sports.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. We have several minutes left to go for the Zamboni to make its rounds. Raiders up 1-0 on our Heritage Bank scoreboard. We were catching up earlier about each of our breaks. We wanted to touch on, Olivia, you had an experience to go to the NHL Winter Classic in Seattle,
Yes.
so we just wanted to hear about that, and your experience with that.
Yeah, no, that was a great experience. It was the first shutout in Winter Classic history, so it's kind of cool to see that. And I think the first time it was hosted in Seattle. Great city. Really, it's a really cool area. I've never been.
Okay.
So it was really fun. Kraken won 3-0. It was a great game. It's a super different atmosphere compared to going I'm not that the Wild games aren't fun. I mean, any NHL game is super cool, but it was just different because it was outdoors and it was a huge crowd. There was a lot to do there, and it was kind of fun having something like that on New Year's Eve to kick off the new year. And yeah, it was at the Golden Knights.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I know they've held that in Minnesota several times, as you know, it's a great place for it.
State of hockey.
Yeah, exactly. I think they hold that at Target Field, I think, when they have it here. But yeah, I mean, I think I've heard people have gone and they love it. It's just the outdoor atmosphere for hockey. It's like playing outside on like a pond or whatever.
Yes,
is what.
It's like a big pond hockey tournament. Speaking of tournaments, the U.S. Juniors is actually coming back to Minnesota next year.
Yes, yeah,
So
I saw
exciting.
that. Yeah.
They just announced that. I mean, not too long ago, but it's been pretty cool. The St. Cloud head coach is actually the coach for the juniors team, an assistant coach.
Wow. Okay.
So we've gotten to see, or hear back from him a lot about how they've been doing, and yeah,
that'll be really exciting. I think 2026, so I guess 2 years. Yeah, I can't believe 2024. That seems so wrong. I don't know.
Came by so fast.
10 years since 2014.
Yeah, right. What? Yeah, I don't know. So it's that's a super cool thing to experience on that NHL level. Who you've I guess he's not in the NHL, but the one guy on the Raiders, what was his name? He went to Mankato.
Oh, Andrew Carroll?
Yeah.
I think I might be saying his name wrong.
Yeah. You never played with him, though. Never.
I've skated with him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So he would come out to some practices. It was honestly great.
But he's not in the NHL, no.
He's not in the NHL.
Okay,
He might be...
Professional, though. I think
like
he's
playing
AHL or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But we've had many players go to juniors and such. And of course we have 4 D1 commits, 3.
We have
on this girls team, 3, and then and then one for golf.
One for golf.
Yes, that's what it is. So, we have Ayla going to the University of Minnesota, Grace going to the Ohio State University, and Izzy Stavis going to UW River Falls.
Yep.
And of course, Emerson Garley going to Mankato State for golf.
Good crew.
Very good. Very good crew.
I don't know how many years can say that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, having three D1 commits is pretty incredible. So it'll be interesting to see how our team looks like next year. But I feel like I always say that, and it always turns out fine. So
Paige is a great coach, and she kind of gets those younger girls ready, and
they have a good atmosphere.
Yes, for sure.
Exactly.
Sure. I think they're going to the PWHL game tomorrow.
Oh wow!
First pro women's game for Minnesota is hosted tomorrow. As
Yeah,
well.
That would be so cool.
I saw that. I saw that won their first game a couple days ago.
Get Northfield Live there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's a super cool, and of course, these girls can, have that as a goal, of course.
Yes,
now
of
that
course.
that's available.
A pro league for sure, something to look forward to, other than just the Olympics. And
Right.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll be seeing some Raiders on the PWHL team in a few
I knew
years.
that girl.
Yeah.
We once reported her.
Yeah.
I was in her class, Yeah. All right. Well, we are just 5 minutes out from the second period. We will head to break for a few minutes, and we'll be back for the second period in just a little bit. Raiders up 1-0. You are watching Raider Girls Hockey on NorthfieldLive.com.
Borrowing money is a big deal, and Community Resource Bank is ready to help. When you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending accounts. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Hi, this is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Professional Dental Group has delivered the same exceptional care for over 35 years. Whether you are scheduling for a general visit or an emergency appointment, we are excited to see your smile. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. Brian Kraby, Dr. John Nowak, and Dr. Tyler Yonke, go Raiders.
Getting glasses that fit right and look good doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we work with you to provide you with great-looking frames and the best corrective lens options available within a cost range you're comfortable with. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will make sure your glasses fulfill your unique needs every time. We don't just sell glasses, we shape them to you and your lifestyle. Find out how we can help you see more clearly at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
As the year comes to a close, we begin to reflect on all we've done throughout the year, and we're looking forward to all this new year has to bring. At Northfield Retirement Community, we are proud of the work we've done supporting our residents, staff, family, and friends throughout the year. We'd like to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous new year.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. Just the start of this second period. As the Crookston, As Crookston will go on the offensive right away. That puck was right out in front of the net. That was a little dangerous.
Looks like we have a girl on the ice in neutral zone, so play will be stopped. I can't really say I saw what happened.
No. Yeah, I didn't quite see what happened either. I was focused on down at the net.
Sounds like someone went into the boards. Good thing we always have a medic on the ice for games.
Absolutely.
Looks like she's talking okay.
Yep.
Looks like a collision in the neutral zone.
It is Adley Vignes, one of the starters for this Crookston team. The chance she's getting up, skating off on her own power. So
didn't have to go super far.
That's right. that's always good to see. So yeah, Vignes on her own power.
Not great to see.
Just a bit of a collision. No doubt she'll be right back out there. So now we'll face off to the right of Macy Mueller. This will be Puppy and the 8th grader Jocelyn Field. As the 8th grader Field wins that one. Pushing up a bit of a pusher right behind the net.
Field's pretty brave to go down into the corners with Puppy.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, big size advantage there.
Yeah.
Northfield
has speed in the neutral zone. There we go. Maintain possession and try to get a shot on net behind the goal line, but looks like Friggi has something to say about that. Crookston has possession in the neutral zone. They pass to the far left wing. Tries to make a move to the center, but it gets poke checked away by Northfield. Somehow they come back with possession with a shot on net that goes behind it. Looks like it'll get stuck in the little lining of the net, so that'll be the end of the play.
Yeah, just a minute into this one, and right away off that first face-off, Crookston took the offensive advantage right down to Mueller. So Crookston picking up right where they left off from the first period, showing no sign of slowing down here. This will be a face-off. It'll be Solheim for the Pirates to win that one. And they'll try to control it, but the Raiders keep pushing it down. Here goes Perutka. A bit of a collision.
Northfield a shot that gets blocked by Crookston. No, excuse me.
This here goes Crookston. Nice move. Trying to push that one out, but deflected by the Raiders. And they will bring it up now. Here goes Miller. Mia Miller with some speed. She'll go down.
Ooh.
And now back takes up right behind the net.
Crookston has it down in the D zone. Try to chip it out. Makes it into the neutral zone. Looks like it'll be a 2-on-1. Crookston goes for the shot. Good save by Mueller. That was a great opportunity and one of the rare times that Crookston has got a shot on net.
Absolutely, yeah. That was great play by Taylor Field there. Screaming down these near boards. And a shot right on net, but right into the glove of Macy Mueller. She makes the save. Each side will do a line change. We are just a minute and a half into this second period as we'll face off once again.
Ooh.
This will be LaPlante to win this one. A shot right deflected off Mueller. Good shot by LaPlante.
Right off the face-off, yeah. That was impressive. Northfield has it going through the neutral zone.
Is he with a breakaway? Oh, never mind.
Steffes chips it down low. Crookston gets possession and passes it to the half wall. Looks like Northfield gets possession. Steffes chips it back down again. Crookston will have to restart. Holds the puck down in the D zone. Makes a couple moves.
Yeah, nice move there by the
Another
defender.
move, wow. Holds it for a long time with a missed pass, but it looks like Crookston will still be able to get a hold of that. Try to chip it up the boards. Crookston has a neutral zone. Pass down to the left wing. Left wing comes down, misses the pass. Northfield has possession, but then loses it to Crookston at the blue line. Tries to shoot it in, gets blocked. Northfield once again has possession. 2-on-1 opportunity. Gets poke checked away by Crookston. Puppy ends up with the puck in the neutral zone. She wheels, try to get some speed. Cuts to the center. What a move. Holds the puck, just dancing around players. All the way around the outside. Around the world. Pass towards the center slot. Quick one-timer gets stopped by Friggy. Great look by Puppy and a great save by Friggy. That's the kind of offense that Northfield needs right now. Looks like a little bit of a scram on the half wall. Comes out into the neutral zone. Castle will have it down in the goal line. Just kidding, that'll be icing.
That was a great pass by Puppy around the world and right out in the front of the point. And Perutka had a one-timer, but Friggy with a great stop.
Yeah, it looked like Northfield didn't come out as fast as Crookston, but then Ayla comes out. That was a great play.
Oh yeah, that was a great developing play.
That'll help kickstart them a little bit.
That first goal was a breakaway unassisted by Puppy. So good to see these developing plays getting going.
Yeah. Ooh. Somehow Crones wins the faceoff, ends up with a little shot on net. Easy save by Friggy. That'll be a faceoff in the Northfield weak side offensive zone. Crookston will win this one. Ends up behind the goal line. Looks to ring it around the boards. Gets stopped by Castle on the half wall, who chips it back down. Scram in the corner. Crookston will come out on top. Fields wheels around the net. Keeps a hold of it. Comes up into the neutral zone. Looks like it's pinched off by Northfield. Puck shoots out in the neutral zone. Ooh. Big hit.
And that will be a penalty. Yeah.
Looks like that'll be Abby. Is that Abby Sparks?
That is indeed.
Abby Sparks for checking in the neutral zone. And Crookston will get another shot on the power play. They had a pretty solid one last game, but
it was, I don't know, kind of an unfortunate penalty. It wasn't Sparks. I mean, she was already going in that direction.
Yeah.
So I think they were going to collide anyway, but I guess maybe too much of a force pushed in by Sparks. So Crookston will go back in the power play with a good chance to tie this one up. They showed some promising opportunities on their first one in the first period. It'll be Field wins that faceoff once again.
One-timer. Ooh. Looks like Crookston tried to tip it in front of the net. Luckily, they didn't get any air on it. Mueller had a save. Northfield attempts to clear it by ringing it up the half wall over the glass. But looks like it was stopped by Crookston. Puppy gets possession of it, tries to skate it, makes a nice move through the neutral zone, cuts back. Looks like she'll bring it all the way back from the O zone to the neutral zone, just hold it. Get some time. Tries to make a bounce pass off the boards, but Crookston gets it. Not a great spot for Northfield as Crookston is a 5-on-4 coming into the O zone. Crookston cuts back. Has it down in the corner now. Pushes it to the half wall. Tries to cycle it. Here they go. Fields with a nice play. Maintains possession, but just looks like she's kind of getting pushed off the puck. Crookston keeps possession. Pass all the way across to the slot with a shot or possibly a pass. Hard to tell. Pass up to the point. Oh, goes for the toe drag. Loses it right into Garley's feet. That could have been pretty bad for Crookston. And the play is offsides.
That could have been a great opportunity for Garley. I don't think she realized that it was just sitting right between her skates. Sometimes those are hard to see. She was kind of looking for it, but couldn't find it. Good break there by Crookston. They're getting some opportunities there in that offensive zone. Northfield having trouble clearing it. So 46 seconds left to go in this power play.
I have to say, toe drag when you're the last man back. Not a smart play, especially if you're on the blue line. Crookston wins the faceoff in the neutral zone, but they push it in the offensive zone. Walk the blue line, pass up to the strong side winger. Looks to go for another pass that seems to have missed. Northfield gets possession, brings around the boards. Crookston's there, stops at the blue line, pass it back down. Pass back to the point. Shot. Looks like it was blocked by possibly Crookston on accident. Goes to the wraparound, misses, ends up high. Northfield tries a little cutback move, ends up back in the D zone. Little bit of time and space. Goes for a move, loses it in the slot. Goes for the backhand shot, goes wide. Not a smart play either.
Raiders back at full strength.
Here we go. Crookston gets it, or Northfield gets it in the neutral zone. Miller makes a pass up to Puppy. 2-on-1. Nice move. Pass to Miller. Holy.
the Raider fans are screaming for a penalty.
That is not a penalty. That is not a penalty. That was the goalie. Miller goes for a front hand backhand and runs into the goalie, gets tripped.
So that's not a penalty if you're tripped by the goalie?
Well, she ran into the goalie.
Okay,
The goalie has the right to her own space.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Although she did, that was a pretty nasty hit. Kind of went legs overhead there.
Yeah, Raiders yelling for that penalty.
It was a great move by Puppy on the 2-on-1.
That was incredible, yeah.
And still try to get it in the net after.
Yes. She had an opportunity, just slightly high. I love that kind of tenacity.
So high intensity play here.
Yeah.
And this is a big game for both teams. So two strong squads, north and south.
That play really started with Miller down to the neutral zone. Northfield went for a shot there, but stopped by Friggy. Scram kind of by the blue line. Northfield comes out with possession, tries to pass it down into the corner, but Crookston will get it. Here they come wheeling around the goal line. Trying to keep possession of the puck. Oh, bad pass. Goes to Ayla. Ayla has it down the corner. Puppy gets pushed into the boards. Crookston chips it around her. Scram in the corner once again. Crookston, nice little bounce pass. Goes back to the D as they try to shove it back up the boards. Puck manages to get out, but looks like Northfield's going to recover it. Looking for a pass. Missed pass. Looks like this will go into the Crookston offensive zone. Give them a little bit of time. Come up with a nice breakout. Good stick by Northfield. Recovers the puck. Uses their speed. Goes around. Cuts towards the center. 1-on-4. Tries to cut through the D. Ends up getting knocked down. Northfield still has possession out in the neutral zone. Miller taking some time. Tries to chip it in. Looks like it stopped on the blue line and remains in the neutral zone. Here she comes wheeling around. Miller goes for another pass down to Pockert or Peruka. Passes it all the way back to McCaution down in their own D zone, who skates it up in the neutral zone and chips it in. Crookston will have possession. A little reverse play, maybe a little bit too far, and Castle's able to push the puck all the way back down in the D zone, in the O zone. Excuse me. Puck is just kind of bouncing around on the half wall. No one can really quite get possession, and looks like Crookston will ice that. This will be a face-off on the right side in the offensive zone for Northfield.
Raiders flipping the script now, getting a lot of time in their offensive zone, trying to get something set up. But the Crookston defense holding strong, making sure nothing gets too clear for the Raiders. We'll have another face-off here. Puppy and Field, as Puppy will win this one, but controlled by Crookston, but finally the Raiders will bring this
one. Puppy in the corner, kind of got stopped by the ref there a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice little reverse play behind the net. Has possession. Passes it back to Garley. Garley down in the corner. Looks like she got stick checked out of there. So Crookston will have possession. Tries to go for a little breakout pass. Puck stays in the offensive zone for Northfield as it goes to Puppy. Puppy with a shot over the boards and all the way up to the blue line. Good opportunity. Nice little cutback play by Crookston as they go out on the breakout. Here they go. In the neutral zone, Northfield's able to chip it back into their O zone and start the forecheck once again. Crookston, a little bit of a missed pass, and they'll end up icing that. Once again, that'll be a face-off on the right side of the offensive zone for Northfield. There we go.
Very high-speed, high-intensity play from both sides here.
I mean, shots are basically even.
Yeah.
They are both getting equal opportunities at the net. And
13-12, Northfield with one more shot.
And for how small of a team that Crookston is, or like by their actual size, they play like they are much bigger than they are.
Fearless. I guess they're used to War Road.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they're no strangers to pretty tough opponents. Makes them tough. Northfield has possession, passes all the way from caution to the point. Goes for a one-timer. Looks like that'll be left of the post. Northfield races for the puck. Looks like Crookston will come out on top. Pass to the right wing. Looking to get some offensive time finally. Crookston, Fields makes a move towards the center. Too many men, or not too many men, excuse me. Just too many players in the way, loses it. Puck ends up with a 2-on-1 in the neutral zone for Northfield. They got 3-on-1. Goes down, pass, shot, rebound, but that'll be saved by Friggi. Looks like
there's a little bit of pushing and shoving going on down after the whistle there.
McCaution went down, but it didn't look too blatant that they would call it.
Fans calling for a penalty.
Yeah.
As there is one. As it will be Jocelyn Field into the penalty box.
The 5'1" 8th grader.
Yeah, after that whistle there, just a little bit of extracurriculars going on, as they say. But a great save by Friggi there.
Yeah.
There's a ton going on. She's able to hop onto that one.
A lot of presence of mind there. Northfield wins the power play. Up to Miller at the point. Passes all the way down to Garley, who goes for the shot. That'll be another glove save by Friggi.
Yeah, Friggi holding strong in the net.
Yeah, she's a big component to their team.
So this will be Puppy and Trustad on the face-off here. Controlled by the Raiders. We'll try to get something, and that's an intercepted. Yeah, good play there by Crookston.
Crookston goes for the chip, misses it, but manages to get it back and dump it all the way down. Good clear. Miller has the puck, looking to set up a little play. Crookston has a real aggressive forecheck on the penalty kill, follows Miller all the way behind the net. Northfield manages to get it out. Pretty clean. Puppy has a little fast break, but Friggi comes all the way out into the slot to cover that.
Yeah, Friggi came really far out of the net there.
Yeah, she's not afraid.
To snag that one. Yeah, really ferocious play there. A minute and a half left to go in the power play. And if you're Crookston, you really do not want to go down 2-0, so you really got to be strong on this penalty kill. They have been so far.
That being said, they have a pretty aggressive forecheck. Both their players were below the dot when the puck was behind the goal line.
Yeah, they're not scared to go for that underhand goal.
Yeah, and they need it. Crookston has it in neutral zone. Holding it, trying a little chip pass. Yeah, pretty aggressive. Here they go down the half wall. Just trying to hold possession. Makes it around the world. She'll keep holding it. Another nice move. Kind of brings it towards the slot. Ooh. Up to the point with another shot. Shot onto Bueller. Almost glove save. Little bit of rebound there if anyone had been there.
Yeah, that was that's a little bit scary when the puck's just kind of sitting out there right in front of the goal.
Yeah,
but Bueller got right back on that one. 54 seconds left to go in this penalty kill for the Raiders. This will be another face-off. This will be Puppy to the right of Mueller.
It's a power play for the Raiders.
That's right, of course, yeah.
Puppy has it. Here she goes, pass it all the way to McCaution up on the left side. Looks like they'll bring it down. Slow it down a little bit. Makes a pass all the way up to the left wing. We'll skate that down to the half wall. Tries a drop pass to Puppy. Puppy cuts towards the center. Passes it back out to the wing. Wing passes it up to Miller. Miller drops it back to Puppy. Puppy attacks the net. Goes for a backhand pass. Stopped, shut down by the Crookston defense. As they will clear that. Only 20 seconds left.
Yeah, those seconds are ticking down. Crookston cannot wait to get that even strength back out on the ice. Maybe one more chance on the power play for the Raiders.
Miller with a nice pass to Puppy. Puppy passed it to McCaution, but the puck is bouncing a little bit. They'll lose it. Managed to get the puck back on the blue line. Here they go as they attack the net into the slot. Sends it down to Northfield. Northfield a shot over the net. Hits the boards. Looks like it'll be... Oh, comes on out. Northfield still has possession. That is the end of their power play, but they still have some offensive opportunity. Nice little one-timer towards the net. Could have been a nice rebound, but no luck. Crookston gets it. Goes for a pass a little bit far. That'll be icing.
Yeah, great penalty kill by Crookston there. Making sure to not give up anything. A lot of good shots down the ice to kill that clock. As each side will do a line change. And we'll set up with 5:04 left to go in the second period. Raiders up 1-0 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Face off to the left of Friggi.
Oh, it looks like could have been a hand pass there, but they called it off. Crookston has the puck in the neutral zone, facing some pretty strong defense from Northfield. Nice little spin move, manages to get it into the slot and goes for a shot. With another shot, Goes off one of the Northfield players. Good block down there. Northfield has possession, trying to get a clean breakout. Crookston says otherwise. Miller brings it down behind their own net with a nice little cutback to give her some time and space. Little bit of a bobble there, but no worries. Northfield gets it back. Now it's pretty much of a scram in the corner. Crookston comes out up in front of the net. Doesn't manage to get a shot off, though. Crookston has it up at the point. Looks for a shot. Shot will go wide to the right. Once again comes to the point. This time does a little mohawk. Tries to go for the pass. Gets poke checked wide by the Northfield forward. Oh, looks like that is offsides. Crookston had a pretty good opportunity.
Absolutely, many good opportunities there on that offensive zone. But again, having trouble getting good shots on the net. They're having a ton of time with the puck in this offensive zone, but nothing great. No solid shots getting off for Crookston. So we'll have a face-off in neutral ice. Be controlled by Puppy. Puppy gonna push it back up behind the net, and then sit down and try to regain this one in the corner. Fighting for it. This one's pushed back out. Here's McCoshen from the blue line. Standing. Here's a shot. Oh! Grace McCoshen. A deep shot from just inside the blue line. Sneaks behind that right glove of Friggy. And the Raiders go up 2-0. Grace McCoshen, great shot. One-timer sneaking behind in the net. That is 2-0 on our Heritage Bank scoreboard. That's just a great shot.
It's just a good shot. She had a nice little toe drag up the point, manages to bring it to the top of the circles, and boom, finds the back of the net.
So Crookston now back quickly on the offensive zone. That one goes right over the top of Mueller.
Another missed shot, and another one. Crookston has it down at their top at their left point. Goes for a little pass to the half wall as they walk into the slot. One-timer, another missed shot. Crookston possesses it up on the half wall. Tries to go for a little reverse, and then up in the corner. Looking for someone in the corner, tries for a pass, but Northfield manages to get possession. Whoa. Ayla has it. Tries to get a little bit of speed. Nice little cutback move. Here she is down in the D zone. Moves into the neutral zone with a pass. Down to Steffes. Steffes chips it down behind the D. Crookston gets possession. Cutback move. Trying to get a clean breakout. Pass, centering pass. Another pass to Crookston in the neutral zone. But that'll get chipped all the way back down into their D zone as they wheel around the net once again. Nice pass. Long cross-ice pass in the neutral zone. It's good. Another great pass down to the half wall. Shot gets blocked by Northfield. McCoshen. McCoshen rings it all the way around the boards. She gets stopped by Crookston at the point, who pushes it back in. Northfield attempts to get it out. Gives the puck to the Crookston defense, who tries to get a shot. Another opportunity. Stopped at the slot. Here we go. A lot of blocked shots, but unable to get it out of the offensive zone for Crookston. Ooh. A lot of physicality, and looks like that'll be a penalty on Northfield. Northfield seems to have body checked one of the Crookston players.
This is definitely a more physical second period.
Yeah. Both of them are a little bit, more aggressive.
Yeah,
probably a lot of emotions.
Absolutely, tons of emotions, as this will be Perutka heading into the box for the Raiders. So Crookston on the power play. Yeah, lots of physicality going on. There was a delayed penalty.
Third power play for Crookston.
Unable to convert on the first two. Just here they go. They'll try to set one up.
Ooh.
Then it'll go through the legs, but deflected by Mueller. We'll fight for it. There's a shot.
Wow.
Fighting for it. McCoshen trying to clear it. Unable to.
Crookston in the slot. Shot is on net, but is knocked away by Mueller's blocker. Miller has it down behind the net. Tries to clear it off the boards, and it is good. Their goalie, Crookston, Goalie will come all the way out to cover it. That's totally legal.
Really? You can't go that far out?
No, you can go far out as you want.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why they're so angry.
Yeah, that was, Friggi coming all the way out to near the face-off area.
Totally, yeah.
To cover that one up. A minute and a half left. Have to go in this power play for Crookston. This will be Pockert on the face-off for the Raiders. The cut up in the ref skates. Here goes Crookston trying to set something up.
Here they go, clean little breakout. Far cross-ice pass leads a 1-on-0. They move into the slot with a shot right off the face mask of Mueller. Mueller will save that. Another shot at the point.
Wow.
Looks like a glove save. Through all that traffic is quite impressive.
Incredible couple of saves by Mueller there.
Some one-on-ones, and Mueller gloved each of them and was ready for each rebound.
That's sumptuous.
The Northfield defense does a really good job of keeping her blind spots open.
Yeah, that's really. On those breakaways where it's just you and the goalie, or I guess you and the attacker. If you're Mueller, those are a couple of tough saves to make.
Yeah, especially right when it's followed by a point shot.
That was close.
Deflection off the skate there, nearly sneaked in there, but just past the post.
Crookston has it on the half wall. Just having a little possession. Goes for another shot. Good save by Mueller. Last couple of shots have been on net by Crookston. That's good.
44 seconds left to go. Raiders will swap some players and will face off to the left of Mueller. As Crookston getting a lot of opportunities here on this power play.
Mueller is not letting any even close, so she's confident in the power play.
Oh, yeah.
Crookston would love to get a goal here before this intermission.
Northfield wins the power play, manages to clear it. Only 30 seconds left in the period, and slightly more in the power play. Crookston makes a pass all the way down to their left wing, and then another cross-ice pass, and they'll bring it back to the neutral zone. Looking to wheel a little bit, using some speed. Comes around outside, tries to go around the world, manages to make it through. Little reverse play down in the left corner as they go for a shot that gets blocked by Northfield.
As with just 2 seconds left, this is going to do it. And the Raiders, for all but 9 seconds, kill the majority of that power play. So the Raiders tack on one more precaution from Puppy, and they go up 2-0 with 1 period left to play. 2-0 Raiders on our Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll be back in just a few to cover that second period and be right back in 15 minutes for that third period. You are watching Raider Girls Hockey on NorthfieldLive.com.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Cold weather is here, and that means it's time to stop by and get Witt Brothers Winterization Special. For just $30, you can get your battery, antifreeze, and tires checked. Don't let balding tires cause more slipping and sliding on your way home. Swing by Witt Brothers to get your tires checked and make sure you're ready for the cold by taking advantage of the $30 Winterization Special. For all your automotive maintenance and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall. With all of your mailing and printing needs, we can pack it up, ship it out, and get it down the road. Fabricate a sign or a banner. We work hard to know our products. We can find what works for you and set you up with everything you need. The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall, offering solutions for you.
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by Hyatt. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Hyatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
The Quarterback Club of Northfield knows just how hard the student-athletes work each and every sports season and would like to wish all of the Raiders athletic teams the best of luck this year. After practice is over or before the big game, stop into the Quarterback Club and grab their roasted chicken, tender baby back ribs, or famous broiled burgers. Short on time? Call ahead and they will have it ready for you to carry out. They serve lunch and dinner, so no matter your busy schedule, the Quarterback Club has something for you. Good luck, Raiders, and we'll see you after the game. The Quarterback Club, off Highway 3 in Northfield.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena, where your Northfield Raiders have a 2-0 lead over the Crookston Pirates with just one period remaining. A really good one so far. Raiders holding the 2-goal advantage, but a very, very even, well-fought game by both sides. One goal was tacked on by the Raiders there in the second period. A deep shot by McCaution to make the score at 2-0. But otherwise, Crookston held the damage and had several opportunities on one power play and throughout the period, but otherwise no goals behind the net. Mueller has done a great job as a brick wall. Felon, Olivia, obviously great showing by Crookston. What should they do in this third period to really get in the board?
They're really going to have to take advantage of those power play minutes again. I mean, Northfield's been doing a great job on the penalty kill, but they're just going to have to keep possibly drawing some or pulling those opportunities, and honestly maybe looking for breakaway opportunities. I think that's the only way, is more one-on-one shots with Mueller.
A little bit of cherry picking, maybe.
Yeah, yep.
I felt like they were playing really solid. Like, the only change in this game was this period was that Northfield was finally putting the gas on. Like, they played just as well the first two periods. Hopefully, if they keep it up, they'll get some advantage.
Crookston has kept their foot on the gas this whole game, and Northfield has had some really good opportunities, and those have just been going. And I think it's been a pretty evenly matched game. And I mean, even with shots on net, it's been a pretty offensive zone to offensive zone, well matched.
I think if I'm Crookston, there's not much I change in this third period. Just get more shots on goal and take advantage of your opportunities when you do. And then for both teams, really, you don't want to give up those penalties, because we have seen that each team is much stronger on those power plays, as one should be. So trying to clean it up a little bit. It is getting a little chippy out there. There's some squads that are really fighting for this one. Really chippy, really physical. So it's a fun one for both the players and the fans here at the Northfield Ice Arena.
yeah, the fans have been super invested in this game, and it's been super great to see the girls start to get a little bit more physical, and even though it's drawing and pulling some penalties, it's getting the crowd really invested in this game, and
that's hockey.
Yeah,
right.
It's hockey. It's
I mean,
part of the game.
I love when the fans get invested in the game. It just makes it so much more fun. I think the players like it too. I mean, when in a big game and a big crowd, it really does help.
It makes a huge difference. Yeah.
So really fun when the crowd gets ramped up, even if it's for a penalty, and it'll be even more exciting in this third period. We are 8 minutes away from puck drop ahead of the third and final period. Raiders up 2-0 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. 1 period left in this big matchup of Northfield and Crookston. You are watching girls hockey on NorthfieldLive.com. Howie.
Savings account from Community Resource Bank can help you save money on medical expenses when used in conjunction with a qualifying high-deductible health plan. And HSA offers the return of a savings account with the convenience of checking, all while earning a competitive interest rate. Stop by one of our locations or visit crb.bank to learn more. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Get your vehicle ready for whatever Minnesota weather throws at you next. Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and AAA towing facility. We service all makes and models from full-size diesel trucks to passenger cars. Serving the people of Northfield is our #1 goal. We do that by offering quick repairs, fair prices, and efficient communication from the time you walk in the door to when we hand you your keys back. Go Raiders! From all of us at Valley Auto House, located on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And find us at valleyautohouse.net.
As the year comes to a close, we begin to reflect on all we've done throughout the year, and we're looking forward to all this new year has to bring. At Northfield Retirement Community, we are proud of the work we've done supporting our residents, staff, family, and friends throughout the year. We'd like to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous new year. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
What if you could choose to make a positive difference in the lives of others just by where you choose to bank? When you bank with Hometown Credit Union, you are participating in a not-for-profit cooperative. We proudly reinvest into our communities through free financial education to people of all ages. We believe people can make better money decisions when equipped with the financial knowledge they need. Learn more about how you can join Hometown to make a difference and support our financial education outreach at www.hometowncu.coop.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. 3.5 minutes left to go before this third and final period of tonight's matchup, Northfield and Crookston. We might sound like a broken record by now, but this is a really, really fun game to watch. Really fun and
physical.
Physical, yes.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah. So players are really getting into this one, both skill-wise and maybe a little bit physically.
I'm excited to see where Field's going to be at in a few years. I mean, as an 8th grader.
As a captain, as an 8th grader.
Yeah, as already a captain.
Leading in points, too.
Leading in points. I mean, she's not afraid to go in the corner with some,
she has a lot of good puck presence, too.
And she's a very good hockey sense.
Yeah,
so it's going to be exciting to see what she can do and how she can develop.
Absolutely. I mean, that confidence, she has as an 8th grader, and being the shortest one on the ice, too.
Yeah, going up against Ayla Puppy on faceoffs.
Right, and she's going in fearlessly. So that's really exciting to see, even as an opponent.
Yeah.
So she'll be here for 4 more years.
Yeah.
Unless she gets good enough where she has to go to Shattuck or whatever. But
gets poached.
They might have their eye on her.
Yeah. I mean, for Ayla, this is once Ayla, she's been doing this since she was in 8th grade too. So, really, really exciting to see. As here come the squads back out onto the ice.
Final period.
Yeah, final period. This is they're locked in for sure. Crookston especially, they really need to get this, get a goal back into the net.
Yeah.
For some momentum. Momentum, I mean, that's big when you're playing hockey, right? If you're down 2 goals, that first goal really helps you get back into it.
Yeah. No, they need to generate some offense quick.
They could do it. They could do it in the second period.
They just need a couple lucky bounces. Yeah. They've had good quality shots. They just didn't happen to go in. Mueller's a good goalie, but so is Friggy, so you can't really say this is goaltending.
It's been a really good goaltender matchup.
Absolutely. Yeah. So this will really fun next 17 minutes that we will have here at the Pepsi, as each team will have their final words at the bench and head out to center ice. Oh yeah, good idea.
Get down there.
Can't see much from here. Pocker and Field face off. Raiders will control this one.
Still on the penalty kill for a couple seconds. They clear it all the way down the ice. Just kidding. Crookston gets it in the neutral zone, but missed pass. Miller has a neutral zone with a little bit of speed. Goes for a shot. Gets blocked by Crookston. Tries to slap at it while she's out on her knees, sliding down the ice. Ooh, physical play by Fields. It looks like one of the Northfield players went down. Looks all right. Tries a chip pass. Sort of works. Ends up getting bobbled. But Northfield manages to recover. Scram at the blue line. Northfield manages to get it. Here they're on the neutral zone. Little bit of speed as they wheel around. Pass all the way down to Miller. Miller goes for a far shot. Glove saved by Friggy.
Real long shot from the blue line.
Yeah.
On target. But Friggy, a clear view of that one. The glove save. And we keep noting on this, but very even shots on goal. 19-18. Raiders have the slight advantage. But each team is getting plenty of chances. Crookston just needs to take advantage of them.
Do you know how many shutouts Mueller's had this season?
Mueller's had 6 shutouts so far this year. So yeah, this would be a big one here against a tough Crookston squad, as they are here going on the offensive. This is Solheim finding it in the corner. Will push it back into center ice. Now back out to these far boards. This will be controlled by the Raiders, as Puppy will try to control it.
Puppy with a nice little toe drag.
Splitting some defenders. That'll be a shot.
Far shot. Rebound comes out in the slot. Northfield doesn't manage to get a stick on it, but they collect it. Go for another shot off the dome. Gets pushed out all the way over the net, over the boards.
I think that one went off the face mask.
Yeah.
Those probably doesn't feel good, but I mean those are some good helmets. So
yeah, better than a goal.
Exactly. So here's another face-off. This will be Crone to take it for the Raiders.
Good face-off, straight to the point. They ring it around the boards. Looks like Crookston might get a stick on it. Yeah, they collect it, make a D-to-D pass down behind the goal line, all the way up to the left wing. Stopped by the Northfield defense. They come around all the way back up to the half wall. Attempted pass gets stopped, but they get it right back as they push into the Northfield offensive zone. Tries a little move, it works. Goes to the slot, but knocked away by, looks like McCaution. McCaution down in their D zone. Moves it up slow into the neutral zone. Goes for a chip. Stopped by Crookston. Couple players pushing for it down in the center ice. Crookston comes out, goes for a real long shot up at the top of their blue line, but gets blocked by Northfield. So McCaution has a little bit of time, looking for a nice little pass. Misses it. Crookston gets a little fast break here. Goes down, shot over the net once again. But they managed to get it back in the corner. Push towards the slot. Another shot. Looks like it went off Mueller. Good rebound opportunity, but they couldn't quite get a shot off. Northfield controls it. Miller down in the corner. Facing a lot of pressure. Crone tries to control it. Tries to push it up to the point, but Crookston gets a shot off. Crone once again in the corner. They keep fighting for it. Crookston comes out on top. Passes all the way to the top of the circle. Good block shot by Northfield, but puck stays in the defensive zone. Crookston behind the net. Passes out to the slot. Luckily, Northfield manages to get a stick out. Stops the pass. Still in the defensive zone. Fighting for it. Fields in the corner. Passes it to the front of the Northfield net. Slightly off. No shot. Trying to make a little play down in the corner. Fields with a nice little cutback up on the half wall. Pass to the slot. Gets intercepted by Northfield, who manages to get it to Puppy in the neutral zone. Looks like she's using some speed. Gets around the defense all the way behind the net. Comes out. Over up on the blue line. Looking to make a play. Pass to Garley. Garley brings it back to Puppy. Puppy once again back down to Garley. Nice little move in the corner. Toe drag. Brings it to the net. Shot off the post. Looks like the net is off. That'll be the end of that play.
That was some great defense by Crookston there. When Puppy is on those fast breaks, it can be really tough to defend those. But they're playing up, making sure not to drop too far back, as it probably is tempting when Puppy is coming to full speed at you. But make sure to get a couple stick pokes in there. Cause a face-off, although Northfield will win this one. Here's Garley fighting in there. It will be broken up there by Crookston. And then finally controlled by Crookston as they will bring it up now through neutral ice. That will be intercepted by Miller. Mia Miller will poke it through off the boards. Trying to fight with it. Be controlled by Swanson.
Crookston's on the rush through the neutral zone. Looks like a little 2-on-3 action here. Goes from a shot in the slot, but misses the net.
Nice couple moves there by Addison Fee for Crookston.
Puck's pushed out in the neutral zone. Couple players on the ground. Looks like Northfield come out in possession in the slot. Goes for a shot. Looks like she has drawn a penalty. Steffes went down in the slot, I think possibly tripping. Looks like it'll be hooking on Crookston. This will bring them to their second power play. Second?
It might be third. I think third.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, Crookston doesn't agree with that one. Trying to argue that one with the ref, but to no avail. So Raiders back on the power play with another chance to extend this lead. But Crookston will try to kill these next 2 minutes. The Raiders will control this one. They try to push it up. Good stop by Friggi. Crookston tries to clear, are unable. Here goes the Raiders. There's a bit of a loose puck in center ice. It'll be controlled by Crookston. They'll try to get something going shorthanded, but to no avail. There's a shot on the net. saved by Friggi. Minute and a half left to go in this power play for the Raiders. This Crookston will try to hold on to this 2-goal deficit. You do not want to let it go to 3. It is just that much more to make up.
Looks like Northfield wins off the draw. Passes all the way to McCaution at the point, who shoots it, blocked by one of the Crookstone penalty killers. Northfield has possession. Passes it up to Puppy up at the point. Goes for a shot, another block. Rebound. Looks like that is a goal. Number 11, Grace McCaution gets the rebound from Ayla Puppy.
And that, for McCaution, is her second goal of the game. And give her 12th goal on the year, 37th for her career.
You have to give it to Friggi. It took McCaution maybe 2 or 3 rebounds to get that in.
Absolutely. I mean, It was just, the puck was just flying around there. Christian could not get that out of there. And yeah, Friggi, there's not much you can do.
That was McCaution, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Ohio State commit.
Yes, yeah. All right, Crookston has some ground to make up. Northfield has the puck in the neutral zone. Garley skates it towards, just kidding. Steffish skates it towards center ice and dumps it down. Northfield on the forecheck. Looks like Crookston will come out on top. Here they are through the neutral zone. Chips it down low. Gets around the defense. Now they're on the forecheck. McCaution tries to pass it to the winger, who appears not to be there. Crookston in the slot, fields with a little shot. Shot does not make it to the net. Looks like could have been a trip. I don't see any hands up. Northfield has it. Garley on the wall, tries to get it past the D, but stopped by Crookston. Crookston passes the blue line and is brought back into the offensive zone. Garley goes for a little toe drag, tries to get a shot off. Crookston rings it all the way up the boards. Passes it to center ice. Crookston makes it into the neutral zone. All the way around to the half wall. Brings it under the corner, but gets lost. Lost the puck. Northfield chips it all the way up into the neutral zone.
That'll be icing. Crookston.
They're not giving up.
Yeah.
Still got a lot of energy.
Certainly, yeah, tons of energy. Just trying to cut away at this deficit. Just put anything in the back of the net. But Crookston, they're right back at it tomorrow against Gentry Academy. Staying in the Metro for this one. As it'll be a shot from the point, it'll be deflected. No one out in front of the net. It's saved by Mueller. And only her 20th save of the night.
Yeah, possible shutout. That'd be a good game to have, a shutout.
Absolutely. Against a team like Crookston, yeah, Mueller looking for her 7th shutout of this season.
Got a line change here. Looks like it'll be Crone taking the face-off in the defense. Wins it. Miller has the puck. She wheels on the right. Brings it into the neutral zone. Chips it around the boards. Uses her speed to get around. Ends up down behind the goal line. Still has possession. Gets knocked off the puck. Northfield still manages to keep control of it as they keep pushing for it. Crookston gets a little opportunity here. Here they move into the neutral zone. Tries to pass it down. Looks like it could be icing. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of frustration shown by the players here.
Yeah, the time is starting to tick down here. If you're trying to get 3 goals back, that was a tough penalty to take if you're a Crookston. Those power plays will really get you. This will be a face-off. Puppy will win this one. Garland's a
clean
shot. And another great save by Friggi. Yeah, great face-off win. Garley right back to, Puppy back to Garley. Who had a great shot.
Garley picking corners top right, but Friggi saw it all the way. Nice glove save. Looks like Puppy tried to shoot it off the face-off. Northfield still manages to win it. Has possession up at the point. Missed pass gives Crookston the puck. Here they are in the neutral zone on a 2-on-3. Shot at the point, manages to get on net, but that is a save by Mueller. See, that's the kind of shot I think they should be taking more.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, just try to get anything in there. Just try to force anything in 3 goals is a lot to make up in 9 minutes and 20 seconds. But if there is a team that can do it, it would be Crookston. It's be pushed back out now, center ice. Garley and Puppy trying to get something going.
Garley goes for the toe drag. Nice little poke check by the Crookston defense. Stops the play. Puck gets knocked all the way down to Puppy in the slot with a one-timer. Great save by Friggy. Good look by Puppy. Shot blocked by Crookston. Still in the offensive zone. Puppy has the puck. Pushes towards the net with a shot. Looks like goes off the glove of Friggy. Puck is still in play. Crookston has it in the neutral zone. Missed pass. All the way back to Puppy. Puppy passes it up to Castle, or Rasmussen. Puck is now in the Northfield defensive zone as McCaution fights for it. Makes a little reverse pass. Using some speed, Northfield goes for the move, gets stopped by the Crookston defense. We try to trip it up all the way into the neutral zone. Crookston pushes it back into our O zone. With a little bit of time, we go for a chip pass, gets stopped, but we manage to push it into the O zone and get a quick change. Crookston fights for it on the boards. Brings it to Fields. Fields wheels around in the neutral zone, using some speed. Chips it down into the O zone, hopefully trying to keep it there. On the forecheck. Ooh, missed pass. Gives an opportunity for Crookston. Goes for the shot, is pushed off the puck.
And there will be a penalty here.
Ooh, interesting.
And so
looks like
Crookston will go on the power play.
Looks like slashing. Yep.
So
slashing for number 19, Baruka.
Or Pockert on the,
excuse me.
Will go into the box with 2 minutes. So Crookston, if you're trying to get a goal on the board, this is the time to do it.
Yeah.
We'll have 2 minutes with a man advantage. It'll be Field and Puppy.
Not a great time to give up a penalty for Northfield. Northfield and Crookston fight for it in the corner. He gets pushed out, counted by the slot. Northfield gets the puck. Garley with 2 nice moves. A third move, a little bit too aggressive. This will mean a 3-on-3 for Crookston down in the O zone. They move into the corner, go around the world, or go behind the net, then make a little cutback. Puck's on the half wall. Looks like a 2-on-2. Crookston comes out, passes up to the point. Pass all the way down, kind of by the left dot. It's a bad angle shot, blocked by Mueller. Northfield gets the puck, clears it. There we go. Crookston tries to set up their power play. Here they go. First pass is blocked by Northfield. Northfield manages to clear it once again. Not a great start for Crookston. Third attempt on their breakout. Stopped again by Northfield.
Northfield being very aggressive here.
Yeah, they're not giving up anything. Crookston has it down by the goal line. Fields, here she wheels around. Nice little cutback. Pass, there we go. All the way on the right side of the neutral zone. They move in, looking for some opportunity. Cut back, slow down the play, maybe set something up. Pass it down behind the goal line. All the way up to the point. Passes down to the left point. The shot looked like it stopped in the slot. Northfield, Miller moves in the neutral zone. Chips it all the way down for their 4th clear of this power play.
And so just 20 seconds left on this Crookston power play.
Ooh.
As that one will go way too far.
Another missed pass. Northfield gets the puck. Tries to ring it up the boards. It'll get stopped by Crookston. Puppy gets possession. Wheels through their defensive zone into the neutral zone. Looks like a 1-on-2. Goes for a little move. Loses the puck. Crookston manages to get it. Nice move by Crookston. Here they go into the offensive zone. Shot, far shot. Blocker saved by Mueller. Crookston still has it. Attack the net. Nice little shot there. Stopped by Mueller. They finally get some opportunities. Northfield has the puck in the neutral zone. Garley appears to have been tripped. And that will be another penalty for Crookston.
Crookston shooting themselves in the leg with that penalty there.
Wow.
And for Crookston, that will be number 17, Cassie Solheim, into the box for 2 minutes. And yeah, time running out for Crookston and for the Raiders. That is exactly what you want to see. So this will be a face-off won by the Raiders. Rasmussen will push that one up, then lose it. Push it back up to Perutka.
Looks like offsides.
Will not be called.
Northfield has it down in their D zone. Goes for a move with speed through the neutral zone. Gets pinched off by the Crookston defense, and here they go on the rush. Down on the left side of the O zone. Looks for the pass, slightly ahead of it, but that was a good idea. Here they come around top of the circles. Northfield's trying to get a hold of it. Crookston still manages to keep possession. Back behind the net again. She's held on to that puck for quite a while, but goes down to the corners. Northfield has position. Looks like that will be a penalty, assuming checking for our looks like number 9,
Puppy.
Ayla Puppy.
So that will make it a 4-on-4. Puppy, I don't think, agrees with that one, but
this
went straight to the box.
Heads up, I think Crookston might be pulling their goalie pretty soon here.
Yeah, time running out. 4.5 minutes left to go, and now you're back even strength. 4-on-4.
At least when they get that power play, they'll pull it. Crookston wins the faceoff. Possession up at the point. Passes it to the right point. Shot. Far shot. Good save by Mueller. Northfield has speed. Tries to chip it into the neutral zone. Crookston gets possession. Pass it in the neutral zone by Crookston. Fields used her speed. Cuts in towards the middle. Tries to pass it to someone in the slot. Gets stopped by the Northfield defense. Nice move by McCaution. She has possession. Goes for a second move in the neutral zone. Keeps the speed up. Goes for a slap shot towards the net. Accidentally kind of rings it around the board all the way up to their Miller up at the point. Puck is stuck up on the half wall. Crookston gets possession of it, brings it to the neutral zone. It appears there's been a third penalty.
I'm not sure. There are 2 players went to the ground. I'm not sure.
That was Northfield.
Okay.
Yeah. This will be at least in 18 seconds, a 5-on-3 for Crookston. Very exciting.
4-on-3.
Well, in 18 seconds, it'll be a 5-on-3.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll pull their goalie. That'll make it a 6-on-3.
So yeah, this is certainly an opportunity for Crookston.
Yeah, this is what they need.
So that's Perutka into the box, joining Puppy.
On the penalty kill. On the penalty kill, looks like we have Steffes. Oh, just kidding. It appears Crookston has called a timeout.
Yeah, timeout. We will step aside for a little bit. We'll be right back after this timeout. Raiders up 3-0 on your Raiders Bank scoreboard. You're watching Girls Hockey on NorthfieldLive.com.
Brothers Winterization Special is here. For just $30, stop in and get your antifreeze, battery, and tires checked to ensure they're ready to face the Minnesota cold. Make sure your battery has the cranking amps to keep your remote start working even on the coldest of days. Stop by Witt Brothers and take advantage of their $30 Winterization Special today. For all your automotive maintenance and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. 3:36 left to go in this one. 3-0 the Raiders lead, but Crookston threatening. They will have a 5-on-3 for about
less than a minute.
Yeah, about 40, 50 seconds, and possibly going to pull their goalie and try to out of desperation. So on a power play for 2 minutes and then a 5-on-3 for that'll be around 40 seconds. Yep.
What an opportunity for Crookston.
Yeah, last gasp opportunity. And so you'll really try to get something going.
This will be the end of their timeout as they go to line up.
Friggy will go into net.
On the penalty kill, looks like we have Steffes, Miller, and McCaution playing the 3-man defense here.
4-on-3.
Face-off is won by Northfield as they tried to clear it, gets stopped at the point by Crookston defense. She walks into the slot with a shot over the net. Crookston manages to recover it. Down on the half wall. Makes a cross-ice pass to the other half wall. Up to the point with a one-timer, also misses the net.
So here goes a 5-on-3.
Yeah.
45 seconds and counting.
Crookston to the point. Slapped away by Garley. Steffes with speed. Goes to the backhand. Great fast break on a 5-on-3. Crookston now comes back. Even numbers. 3-on-3. Oh, offsides. Oh, yeah. 25 seconds left for the 5-on-3.
That was a great little disruption by Steffes there.
It was, using her speed.
A great fast break, breaking away there.
On a 5-on-3 too.
Yeah, killing some time.
Really tears down the Crookston confidence, I'm sure.
So McCoshen, Miller, and Steffes, huge assignment here.
Yeah.
Defending 5 with those 3.
Once again, Steffes wins the faceoff. Yeah. Good clear by McCoshen. Crookston's all the way down to their end with 15 seconds left on their 5-on-3. Minute left on their power play. Using speed in the neutral zone. Into the offensive zone. Looks for a shot. Manages to hit the net. However, there's a glove save by Mueller.
That's a good shot if you're Crookston. Just not enough on that. Mueller with the glove save.
Mueller's got a quick hand.
Absolutely, yeah. Getting it up quick.
I don't think Crookston's going to get a goal just off a shot. They're going to need some kind of rebound. Here they go. They win the face-off. Possession on the half wall, brings it down the corner, maybe a little bit far, ends up behind the net.
Here comes Puppy.
Puppy's back out. Puppy manages to clear it, or that's Steffes, excuse me. Friggy stops it up in front of the crease. Bounce pass off the boards, missed. Northfield now has possession. Garley has it down the defensive zone.
30 seconds left on the power play.
Cuts through the middle, nice moves. Looks like she fell again. No penalty called. Miller has the puck in the neutral zone, uses speed, clears it down into the O zone.
15 seconds left on this power play. Friggy still in the game.
Ooh, collision.
Here comes Crookston dropping it off for Field.
Fields has a little cutback. Looks like Miller will clear the puck once again. 2 seconds left. That is the end of... It appears they're pulling the goalie now that they get to full strength. Slightly odd, but...
And here they go.
Crookstone down in the offensive zone. Ends up in the corner. Tries to pass it out front. Castle rings around the boards. All the way up to Steffes. Steffes makes a long shot. Gets it in the neutral zone, but Crookstone returns back with the puck. Down in the corner, they fight for it. Crookston has possession. Top of the circles. Fields with a shot. On net. Once again, glove save by Mueller. She's going to need a new glove after this.
Starting to wear it out. Yeah, that was a shot by Field, just trying to push it in there. Getting anything you can get. A bit of a line change. And so 1:02 left to go in this one.
With an empty net.
Yeah,
6 on 5.
Yep.
Face-off is won by Crookstone. All the way up the point. 1 minute left. They go for the shot. Blocked by Northfield. In front of the net. That'll be a goal by Crookstone. Number 2, Fields. Off the rebound.
So Field spoiling Macy Mueller's shutout. Getting one on the board. And so for the 8th grader, that will be her 3rd goal of the year. Leading Crookston in points.
And looks like they'll keep the goalie on the bench. Keep it going 6-5. Scores now 3-1. 56 seconds left on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
You know what they say, it ain't over till it's over. 2 goals in 56 seconds, it's a tall ask, but you get something going,
yeah.
You never know.
Oh, just kidding, they put the goalie back in.
I think they're gonna bring her in for the face-off, and then bring her out right away.
Sitting up at the slot, ready to take off. Face-off is won by Northfield. Looks like Miller went for the shot on the net. Didn't realize that the goalie got back in. Puck ends up all the way back in Northfield defensive zone. McCoshen rings around the boards. All the way up. Makes it in the neutral zone. It is now an empty net with 40 seconds left. Bad pass by Crookstone. Long shot. Misses the net. That'll be icing. Miller saw an opportunity. Took it. Why not?
Why not? Yeah, 36 seconds now.
Yeah.
We'll bring it all the way back down. Crookston maybe try to get a shot off the face-off pretty quick here.
Fields line up. Won by Northfield. McCoshen, toe drag, fake shot, goes for the shot. Misses, but Miller manages, or Ayla manages to get a hold of it. Slightly wide, so that'll be another icing call.
7 seconds, that took off the clock there. We'll reset right back where they just were. Puppy and Field once again.
Another win by Northfield. McCaution this time tries to bring it behind the net. Brings it around the boards to Steffes. Steffes tries to clear it. Stop by Crookstone. Stays in the offensive zone for them. They get a hold of the puck. Try to cut towards the slot. Players on the ground. Miller gets the puck. D-to-D pass. Goes for another shot. Looks like this one.
Oh, just barely.
Barely.
McCaution kind of bent over there.
Wow.
As she just missed a hat trick.
5 seconds left on the clock.
McCaution just inches away from that Hattie.
The next one. She's going to get it.
5.6 left. So all but do it.
McGarley with the shot. Once again wide to the right. 1.4 seconds left. They're just dragging it out.
Yeah. Keeping us in here for as long as they can.
Yeah. Looks like some of the fans are questioning their Northfield's accuracy.
Puppy and Field, as this will all but do it.
This faceoff is won by Puppy. And that is a win for Northfield.
That will do it. Northfield moving.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
Undefeated in the state of Minnesota.
Sorry.
They will win this one 3-1 and move to 16-0. As this one 3-1 over the Crookston Pirates. We will cover every goal, every stat from this game in just a few minutes. We'll be back. Raiders win this one 3-1. You are watching Northfield Girls Hockey on NorthfieldLive.com. That was a really fun game.
That was good.
Your morning with the KYMN Morning Show. This is Jeff Johnson. Join me each weekday from 6 to 9 a.m. when I talk with local people making news. Rich Larson has the area's most comprehensive and up-to-date newscasts. Weather specialist Bob Matheson will have your forecast. And Tim McNiff joins us for news with a side of sports. Find out what's happening in your community by listening to 95.1 FM, AM 1080, or online at kymnradio.net. KYMN 95 The One.
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. This opportunity gives students a chance to get real-life experience and build their writing skills. Working at Northfield Live isn't just about the on-screen coverage. The reports and stories about games, athletes, and coaches are just as important as broadcasting the game itself. If you or someone you know might be interested in learning how to write stories about local high school sports, we encourage you to call, text, or email us at the Northfield Live page anytime. From all of us at Northfield Live, go Raiders!
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by Hyatt. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Hyatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.